Huh?
I am the tips of Christmas past.
Ho, ho, ho. I am the tips of Christmas present.
I am the tips of...
Look out, there's a black woman coming! Ah!
God bless us, everyone.
This room, and I made a special video. Now, a lot of you already didn't understand the purpose of the video. Because if you didn't see it yet, it's the Christmas surprise, I called it. It was only a 5-minute video. And it was filmed right here. And it was me saying, hey, everyone, guess what? I'm actually now going to show you a first-person perspective of my studio for the first time. You've never seen it from this perspective before. And I showed, sitting right here, what my whole setup looked like. Both directions. I even spun around, and I showed the whole setup behind me and everything. And then I said, all right, so that was a tech test. I want to hear your feedback. And some of the people who watched the video totally 100% understood it. They knew exactly what it was. And others apparently were so befuddled, they had no idea what they were watching, and they just scratched their heads in utter confusion. Okay? Because some people were like, well, I don't get it because you already showed a tour of your setup last week. You had a big segment of a Level 1 podcast where you showed us a series of photos and you showed the new studio. So are you just showing everything a second time? Like, I don't get it. No, it was a tech test. Do you understand the concept of a tech test? A tech test is you do something arbitrary, but you do it with new technology to give it a comparison of the difference between what it used to be and what it is now because you're using the new technology. So, for example, what were the things that were new in that video? Number one, did you not even notice the perspective of the video? Did you notice that it wasn't this webcam? And it wasn't this webcam because it wasn't a webcam. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present you to a new piece of equipment that I have here, made by the same company that makes my key lights. Okay? This is a versatile filming stick. You can do multiple things with it. Allow me to show you. So, it pops right out, and what you can do is you can take any kind of mobile device. Personally, I just use my phone, and you mount it right into it, like so. And you can do it on the fly, although it helps if you secure it between your legs so that way it doesn't move all over the place when you do so. And just like that, you got yourself a selfie stick. Okay? It's incredibly maneuverable. You can aim it in tons of different directions. You can even extend it incredibly far away from you if you so choose. Look how high it is. It's like I could touch my ceiling with this thing. Okay? But it's so secure and easy to use and lightweight. So it's probably one of the best selfie sticks out there, at least in my opinion, from what I've seen, for its maneuverability. In addition, it comes with a built-in Bluetooth remote that syncs with your device, so you can start and stop recording without ever having to touch the device. Okay? In addition to that, it's not just a selfie stick. It's also a fold-out tripod. So what you can do is you can set this up somewhere. Like, let's say, for example, you're going to film at a location, or you're going to go do, I don't know, a food review at a restaurant, and you want a scene of you just sitting there like at a certain angle or perspective, trying the food or posing or doing an intro to, maybe you're outside the restaurant and you're doing an intro right in front of the front doors. So you can use this tripod to set up, and the thing gets so tall, just to show you, watch this. It's on the floor right now, and look how tall it is. It's above me. So it actually goes to about, like, I think it's like 5 feet or something crazy like that. When you fully extend it, it's pretty darn awesome, okay? So this thing is incredibly versatile with what it can do. And as you can see, it's very easily collapsible. It's very easily foldable, very easily usable, and very maneuverable. It's a great device. And by the way, it was like $30, okay? So number one, it was a tech test of that. Would this thing work, right? When hooked up with my phone, What would it look like? What would it sound like? Now, wait a minute. That's right, because you might say, if you're going to film when you're out and about and you're going to do stuff like that, how would you capture the audio? Because obviously there's a speaker somewhere in your phone, but it's probably like down here at the bottom. If your phone is out here as you're doing selfie filming, how is it going to catch your voice? That's a perfectly valid thing to ask, because in general, most people who do stuff out and about do not use the phone microphone. It just wouldn't pick you up, or if it did, there'd be insane amounts of environmental noise and it just wouldn't sound good. And so what most people do is they use some kind of a microphone. Enter the Rode Micro wireless microphones. This is a set of microphones, not just one, that wireless, well, not wirelessly, but they charge via USB in this charger case. There they are. They're actually magnetic, so they snap into place in the case to charge. And all you do, it's just a little wireless microphone that you just take off as if you have like a pin or whatever, and you can attach it to whatever it is that you're currently wearing, like so. And now you have a portable microphone that's attached to you. And this thing comes with great software that actually uses noise isolation technology to cut out environmental noise. And it sounds as if you're talking directly into a studio mic, just like this. So for example, if you didn't see it yet, go check out the video I made on Christmas and listen to my voice. It sounds beautiful. It's like crisp, clear, and doesn't have any environmental noise at all, despite the fact that I had 2 fans going on in the room. And that's because the microphone is actually built for on-the-go vlogging and talking while you're filming with a phone like this. It actually works because it has a USB-C adapter, and all you do is you plug it into the bottom of your phone like so. This activates the device and allows it to sync with your phone. And actually, it works with not 1, but 2 at once. So 2 different people can be talking and having their voice recorded into the same video at the same time. It also works at a great distance for them to understand. You can be like at the other side of the house and these things still work. So that's pretty darn cool, right? So at this point, all right, I think obviously you're kind of getting the idea here is that I want to make some different kinds of content in 2026. I just don't want to be only confined to this office. If I have ideas of something that I want to do, I want to go out and about, maybe I want to do some reviews, maybe I want to walk through certain places and document it. I used to go places, man. I used to have a little handy cam thing that I would walk around with and record. I haven't had that in a million years, but now I have much better technology. Okay? So the tech test, I would argue, was very successful. If you take a look at the visuals, if you listen to the audio, it all looked and sounded good. However, it's not perfect yet. Okay? Allow me to explain. So I used that tech test opportunity to test at various different qualities. What you may not be aware is that I didn't film that video once. I filmed it 3 times. I tried it with 3 different qualities because my phone does 3 different qualities. It does 720p, 1080p, and 4K. The 720p looked fine and actually recorded the smoothest, but it's 720p and no one really watches 720p video anymore. So the video that you saw was actually 1080p quality, which the phone considers middle quality, full HD. And I recorded it at the 60 frame per second quality. Okay? But you may notice if you actually watch that video from Christmas, it's not 60 frames. Not fully anyway. There are times when it's 60 frames, but there are times when it's all the way down to 30 frames. Sadly, this phone, which is outdated, it's about 2.5 to 3 years old at this point, okay, doesn't really do smooth video, okay? I tried it. Even at 4K resolution, what ends up happening is whenever I move a bit, it pixelates and blurs a bit, and it never truly does 60 frames. So this is basically outdated. but that's because it's about a 3-year-old phone. All right. Truth is, next year I'm due for an upgrade. I've almost paid off this phone. And so when I fully pay it off, likely I'm going to go see what the new offerings are that they have. And I'm probably going to get the latest and greatest model, which probably will have better video quality and the like. But for now, I would say for now, with this particular phone model, it's pretty good. Like the test video that I did that you saw was 1080p, supposedly 60 frames, but really wasn't. But man, for the audio quality that I got from the Rode mics and the visual that I got just on a first attempt, I thought that was damn good. At least most people who knew and understood what the tech test was loved it. Others just sat there scratching their heads. Why did he make this video? Why is he showing his tech again? You know, it's like, you know, these are the people who knock 2 rocks together to start a fire to make dinner every day. So you can't really make everyone understand what you're going for. I didn't want to be that obvious. I just wanted people to see the video as like a surprise. Like, whoa, he's filming from a different perspective. Whoa, it sounds interesting. This is cool, you know? So there you go. Pretty cool, right? And I had a great time testing this equipment. I was only in here for like maybe 30 minutes doing that. And then I went about my day. So obviously, the start of something new next year, what will it be? When will it be implemented? I don't know. And to be frank with you, asking me a ton isn't going to help because since I don't know, and as you know, if I were to do anything with this, I would not tell you ahead of time anyway. I would want it always to be a surprise so no one can mess with it. I think you understand what I mean by that. So we shall see. We shall see what happens and how things go moving forward. But I'm excited to be able to maybe make a new kind of content for you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So, good stuff there, folks. That was what I did early on at Christmas, but now let me continue to tell you about the rest of my day.